Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world of professional wrestling. Thank you for joining the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast for episode number 79. As you see, the dynamic duo is broken up a little bit. Our good old happy friend Andy is back after a little hiatus. You know what? Like I told Lucy, I knew Andy was not on holiday. He was catching up on the AEW product because it was clear and obvious he did not watch the
Fucking
program.
talking
He
shit
wasn't
about
caught
fucking
up in
hell.
Never seen
everything.
it.
He had to take a couple of weeks to catch up on the months and years of the product so he could be better informed with his
Joe,
hot
Joe, what
takes
else I
on
had to
it.
do, right? I had to,
What else
I
you
had
had to
to, I had to wipe WWE away from my mind because apparently there's another thing that gets thrown around all the time. If something doesn't hit for you, apparently it's because you're used to WWE fed stories. No, I don't watch WWE. How the fuck am I going to be used to stories that I don't watch? That's like saying you're used to fucking Yellowstone stories if you don't watch it. Although I do watch Yellowstone because it was class until Kevin Costner started to be a dickhead and they ended up having to cut the show. But still, you get what I mean. Like, you can't be used to something you do not fucking watch. Carry on. Sorry.
As you can all tell, Andy was visited by 3 ghosts over Christmas and has
Yeah, to
changed
go
his
to fucking
ways.
Hook. Fucking ruined my life.
He's changed his ways. He is now a delightful, cuddly teddy bear, friend to all people. Fortunately, there were shit ghosts, did fuck all. They've been sacked. And
Yeah,
Andy's
the
his
fucking-
same old grumpy self.
The ghost of Hook, the ghost of his dad, and the ghost of Tony just booking Hook anyway to please his dad.
Hey. Welcome back,
Welcome
Andy.
back.
It's good to have you back. All right, guys. So
He makes us look good, right? He makes us look sensible.
yeah, I'll
Well, it
won't
makes
touch
me
that.
look sensible.
All right, guys. So it is the first episode of 2026. So before we can even move forward with this year, there's no better place to start than just a quick wrap up of 2025 with the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast Awards.
Yeah, I've fancied it up. I've got a little sparkly boa on. None of the others have
Right,
made an effort.
right.
As usual, I'm the only
I
one
haven't
who's
got
done
it.
it properly.
Look, we all know these awards ain't going to match the Leos, but we'll try our best. You know, it's... there's only
And
one set of
before
awards.
we do start off our awards, just a quick message to all our fans and followers out there. These are 100% our opinions. We were no Venmos, no wire transfers were sent to us by Tony Khan or AEW or
Not
TKO
yet.
or WWE. No, these are
There's
all of
there's
us.
time.
You know. So yeah, here we go. So we want to go through the list one by one.
Yeah, so like
Let's do
first
it.
of all, we were going to go with the men's wrestler of the year, and this is like no kayfabe, so this isn't any PWI shite. This is actually when whenever they're in the ring, they show up and they put on a fucking absolute, hell of a match every single fucking time. Again, no kayfabe, so it doesn't have to be someone who's held the title. So there's no Hardys winning fucking the best tag team in the world because they've held some, been given a title in a storyline. No, this is who is the best men's wrestler this year. So
Excellent.
go for it.
Oh, go on, Brett. You go
Lady-
first.
All right,
Oh, Oh, am I going first?
ladies first. Ladies first.
All right, I'm going to be a little bit. I'm going to say someone I don't think any of you are going to say, and I'm going to go with Kyle Fletcher because he's someone who every single time he has so much as set a toe in that ring, magic has happened.
That's not a
Oh,
bad choice at all.
pick.
My pick for men's wrestler of the year is I'm gonna go Bandito. I feel like not only is
Oh.
he only the men's wrestler, you could say he's the comeback wrestler of the year. I mean, out almost a year and a half with injuries. You know, he came back at Final Battle last year. Unfortunately, got concussed. You know, and trying to attack Big Bill and Chris Jericho. Didn't come back for a couple of months. Took the ROH title off of Jericho at Dynasty. I mean, still has it 8 months later, and I mean, just the incredible matches of the year candidates that he's had against Takeshita, Mascara Dorada a couple times, Hechicero. I mean, he's just been amazing. Of course, the tag team with Brody King and Brodito, the dude's been amazing. I mean, I haven't felt like this emotional attachment to a luchador, no lie, since Rey Mysterio, in my opinion. Like, he's just not a great wrestler, but he's just a great character, good guy all around. And yeah, it's Bandito for me.
I will say that Dan agrees with you. We have the picks from Dan and Mike as well, and Dan's choice is also Bandito. Shocking to everyone.
Well, okay, I guess it's Bandito then because mine's not Bandito. So that he's a vote
Ooh,
for
who's
us,
yours?
but,
Well, you don't know because
no.
Mike's got a vote as well.
Well, mine still is, and it's only by a slither. It just ahead of Moxley. It still is Hangman, and that's just because the emotional investment I had in the matches leading up until probably up until the first Joe match is when it kind of started to tail off. But up until that, incredible. Every match, the match. I mean, you see this later. One of his matches is my match of the year. Everything up until All In, it's just the biggest moment in AEW's history for me. It was incredible. Never felt as on edge about a match as I was with him and with Ospreay. It's the closest thing. As myself and wrestler Mark spoke about it, it's the closest thing we felt in wrestling to actually watching a football match. Being invested in your own team and maybe a cup final or something, because there was so much riding on that in terms of whether we were going to progress with this story that we all believed was happening. Well, say we believed, some of us believed, or this thing that everybody was telling us was definitely going to happen because it was so obvious about a man who hadn't been on TV for 7 months. So yeah, no, it's great, and that's why I've just loved watching him in the ring every time. But it's a tough year because there's so many. There's so many that could easily get this. It's ridiculous. I mean, John Moxley was my second slide, and that's just because he's carried, storylines along the way, and he's made people look good. So, yeah.
I'll throw in Mike's pick as well, Takeshita. Not surprising. I think I could guess that was another good pick, but
yeah, it's like you can't really say any of them are bad. It's like, I mean, there's no unfair winner in that because, yeah.
But we do need to come to an agreement. Are we going with the majority rule, or are we going with us three that are here today?
I don't think if we are going to, then I'll probably just concede to Bandido because he has been incredible every time.
Yeah, happy to give it to Bandido.
And we did say, look, this is no kayfabe stuff. This is just in terms of in-ring work. So yeah, fuck it, Bandido.
Bandido. All right, Brett, you want to announce it officially since it was your pick?
Yes. On behalf of the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast, the men's wrestler of the year is Bandido.
Really should have
Well deserved. Right. So our next award is the Women's Wrestler of the Year. I will go first on this one, and I think it should be a clean sweep, but I'm not gonna pick for everyone else here. And I know we weren't picking this on PWI list or anything, but coincidentally, she is number one on the list. It's Mercedes Moné. I mean, the belt collector gimmick. I mean, she finished 13, 14 belts, but people were short-sighted in just looking at the belts and what she was doing, actually. I mean, giving the biggest stage and biggest shine to so many wrestlers all over the world. I mean, from all different continents, like 14 belts, 8 continents, a whole dozen countries and whatnot, and just match of the year candidate over and over again. The match with Toni Storm at All In was just a masterclass. I mean, whether it was Mercedes Moné now or Sasha Banks back in WWE, there is a long tradition with her. Whoever steps in the ring, more than likely you have had the best match of your career with her in the ring. She elevates every talent. I mean, the past month she has put over Red Velvet, oh my god, Willow, the very last show of the year, and oh my god, freaking in the UK, Alex, Windsor, she put over those 3 ladies the final month of 2025. She put all 3 of them over in the biggest matches of the career. So it's Mercedes Moné for me.
Yeah, not a single thing to add to that. It's Mercedes.
I agree. It is Mercedes Moné.
I love her.
It is because, as everything that Brett said, but also
Dan Tandy.
Matches with I'm too cold. Matches with some I mean, for instance, one of my favorite matches of the year was the Emerson Jane Mercedes match. It was incredible. It was so fucking good. She had an absolutely incredible match with Rio not so long ago in Cardiff. She's really gives some of this talent out there the opportunity to get the rub from it, and it's great, man. She doesn't need to do this. She doesn't need to be having matches in a fucking shithole in Wolverhampton on a fucking Friday night, but she does. And she's going to be getting paid, but does she really need to? No, she does it for the love of the game, I would say.
No, and she has no problem making herself look silly too. The things she's done with Harley Cameron, the way she's put Willow over, and she's gone into complete meltdown now, not just for her in-ring work, but her character work. So it is unanimous. I can tell you that Dan and Mike both agree that the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast's Women's Wrestler of the Year is the one and only CEO, Mercedes Moné. Andy's not going to dance, so give him an
I,
extra.
I would hazard a guess
Congratulations.
that Wrestling Mark will also agree with that.
Of course
Yeah,
he will, because
absolutely.
yeah,
Never
I,
misses
I
a
would be
Mercedes
shocked if
match.
anyone could argue that.
Oh, there will be. There'll be the people
Right.
who still call her Sasha Banks, but hate you calling the Fed because it's not been called the Fed for fucking how many years. But yeah, she's still Sasha Banks. Anyway,
All right.
Let's move.
Next award, we have the tag team of the year. This one we might be divided on. We may
I think we are.
be. Andy, you want to start us off? Who's your choice?
the Young Bucks. I just think the Young Bucks, whenever they're in the ring, they're the best tag team in the world. I would say that every year for the past probably 5 years, even when they've had spells out, they've probably been my tag team of the year. They're just incredible. There's no one on a level close to them aside from probably FTR. And again, they're wildly different tag teams as well, the way they work, But yeah, the Young Bucks are so fucking good. I could watch the Young Bucks every week.
That is my pick as well. The Young Bucks, just the work they've done this year with the whole Broke Bucks gimmick. It is something brand new. We've never seen it before. And the things that they came up with when they came out to fucking Mbop. I've never, ever seen an entire crowd collectively piss themselves laughing like they did when they came out to Mbop. It was absolute genius. And it brought back BTE as well. And the Young Bucks also are, I'm going to have a little look here, they are Dan's pick too. So it's 3.
All right, so I guess we're not that divided, but I mean, I'm picking Brodito, in my opinion. I love mixed match tag teams. I mean, but these guys, like, they fit each other like just so perfectly. They complement each other so great, and it's like I just love the bit, in the middle of the matches, where Bandito's trying to get Brody for weeks and months to do the Macarena, and it wasn't going well. But I just love the fact that they just meshed together perfectly. They were basically big brother and little brother right there. And now it's like we're going into this year. Now you see kind of a little bit of an evolution between those two. Like, I don't know, maybe it's the subtlest of hints that maybe I noticed, but like is Brody kind of like leaving little breadcrumbs, like, will he turn on Bandito going forward? I don't know. Like, that would be fucking heartbreaking, but we don't know. We'll see in the next coming weeks. But yeah, I just love the camaraderie between Brody and Bandito. I mean, it was amazing to see. They put on amazing matches. So yeah, I'm going Brodito.
Mike agrees with you.
They were incredible, but for me, it was just too short a
Yeah.
period for them. They went together as long enough. But they were incredible. I'll also give a mention as well for Bain and Ford, who before Ford's injury were looking like like a solid, real top level tag team. And I was convinced that was where the women's tag team titles were going before Ford got injured.
Yeah.
Ford, since coming back this year, was really impressed me. Like, I mean, I didn't realize how good she was. I didn't remember how good she was, and since coming back, she was incredible. So yeah, just shout out for them there. But yeah, it was definitely the Young Bucks for me.
Massively agree about Bain and Ford. I was convinced they were going to be the first tag champions, especially when Willow won the TBS title. I was like, yeah, they were definitely going to put them on Bain and Ford. Really sucks that they couldn't, because Penelope has been one of my favourites since almost day one. But so we're down to it's 2 versus 3. What do we think? Who would Wrestling Mark pick? Do we know?
I think he would go for FTR or the Young Bucks. I would guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I'd say we're still going with the Young Bucks. I'd say.
Yeah, this is the Young Bucks.
But in your honour, Brodito, we will continue to try and get Andy to Macarena.
Brodito were one of the surprises of the year. They definitely were, because I don't think anyone expected them to be as good as they were together. And it's going to be great whatever happens with him, because Buddy Matthews is coming back, and he's phenomenal. He's one of the hardest working men in the company. His wife's over with the Weinsteins, and he still comes to work every day, putting a shift in. I'm looking forward to it. Sorry, I haven't said that for a while, so,
No,
you have to throw one in.
Gotta get back
I don't believe AEW thought they were going to be this good. I don't believe they ever had any intention of pushing them the way that they did. But they had no choice. They were just that bloody good.
Yes.
All right, so.
Right. Next category.
No, we need a proper announcement. Come on, give me something to clip.
Drum roll, please.
What is the next one? I don't even remember.
Well, let me just officially announce it. All right, the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast Tag Team of the Year are the Broke Bucks. Okay? The Young Bucks.
Well done, Max and Jeremy.
Congratulations. Now, I got the list right here. So, next category, Match of the Year category. Lucy, would you like to go first?
Oh, well, I don't know if any of us have agreed on this.
We
My
won't.
match of the year, no, my match of the year was the Young Bucks versus Swerve and Osprey. Just because the ending was such a shocker, and it led to something huge for me. It led to the Young Bucks doing some of their best work, and it was also it was a fucking brilliant match. And I love tag team wrestling. I'll choose a tag match over a singles 99 times out of 100.
Oh yeah, it was amazing match from start to finish, and even the entrance of them going on the boat around the crowd. I mean, that was great as well. But my choice, I mean, holy crap, this match right here, I'm going Hangman and Osprey from Double or Nothing. Like I think Andy, you talked about like the feeling of you and Wrestling Mark at a football game, just the excitement. Like this
We've got
was
to
here.
win it.
Like we talk about the stakes. The stakes never felt so higher. Like where
No, they
where are
didn't.
they going? Because it's like, okay, we all wanted Hangman to win for the sense of the story, but it's like, fuck, he's going up against Osprey too. And those
I,
last 5 minutes of the match, like I felt like I was a little kid again because I'm watching on my
it was.
screen
Yeah.
when Osprey hit the hidden blade and the stormbreaker. Like I was screaming. I was like, Hangman kicked out, Hangman kicked out. Then when Hangman hit the buckshot and Osprey, I'm like, Osprey kicked out. And it was fucking beautiful. That's why guys like Hangman and Osprey and my favorites like. And just this company in general, like they make me feel I'm invested in them, not just as characters, but just they're the fucking best in the world when that bell rings. And from start to finish, you just felt like you were on the edge of your seat, just that tension. Like, where is this company going to go the second half of the year? And my God, just the way it ended. And I didn't know this at the time because of the camera angle when Hangman hits that lariat on Osprey and then flips over he waved to the crowd. That was like his initial start, in my opinion, of the babyface turn right there. He waved to the crowd before he hit that final buckshot lariat. It was fucking
Week
amazing
before.
from start to finish. Like that's where he started the turn right there. Like amazing.
It was before that because it was the Josh Alexander match was when you first started to see the signs of a happy Hangman where he actually smiled at the crowd and it was like holy shit, he's just fucking smiled. It was incredible. That's my match of the year, so I think we have a winner here with this because like I've never felt as on edge as watching a match as I have with that. I mean because like you said, the last 5 minutes I was like right, we've got this, and I was like, hang on, what the fuck? Maybe Dave Meltzer was right. And fucking Brian Alvarez when they were telling the entire world that it was fucking that Will Ospreay was nailed on it was going to be a Hangman Swerve tag. I was like, no! And we carried on, and it kept going, and it's like, oh no, we're right, we're on it. And me and Wrestling Mark were texting each other, and we were like, oh, we've got it. No, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, and it was so good. It was like that's what wrestling should be. It should have you. And this again, like not to go over this, but this is the problems I've been having recently. I've nothing that makes me feel close to that. And yeah, that was a high moment anyway, but there was things that made me feel close to that. I want to feel invested. I want to feel like I fucking care. And that match, fuck me, I cared so fucking much because that was like the rest of the year was riding on that. Whether I was going to be as arsed about fucking All In was riding on that. I know that sounds very like fucking childish. Oh, well, if they did, but it was just because the feeling was there, the emotion was there. It was like we need this. And yeah, that was it. And it was like, I know, after a technical match, it was fucking incredible. Like it was so good, especially when you had little kind of nods to the past. You had Hangman using Swerve's moves, you had Osprey using Omega's moves, and it was like little nods to their previous kind of enemies. Like, and oh no, it's amazing. It is, and like even if Mike and Dan agree on another match, I don't give a fuck. This is winning. We're overruling.
They don't. Mike has gone with Hangman and Mox, and Dan has gone with Orku and Slater at high stakes. And you know what? It's a three-way for that match now because I'm changing mine. Just listening to you talk about it like that, it's got me back remembering.
It gets me excited again just talking about it. Now I can feel like I'm like, yes.
In a way that, the Bucks and Swerve and Osprey match isn't doing that. That was a one-off, and I don't think it is childish, Andy, to say it was so important because that was a one-off. It was such a big deal. It had been built up as such a big deal. They wanted us to feel that way in that situation.
It was, and it was like there was so much riding on it, and like I think what it was as well as as much as we've been watching and the storyline pointed towards Hangman, there was so much confidence out there from the likes of Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez that no, they've decided to go with Ospreay. So we were like, where's this coming from? Yeah,
Well,
the
Osprey, you won. How much did you fucking win on Hangman? Because
I wasn't much. I only put a tenner on, but I think
Alright.
Wrestling Mark put more than that on. He won a fair bit. I'm
the
sure he did.
bookies were sure, yeah.
But it was like what I found with that match as well was like we'd gone through this whole thing of like, oh yeah, everyone thinks it's gonna be Derby, and then when it was clear it wasn't, like even though people still thought it was, people were convinced it was Osprey for some reason. Like, so whilst we're watching the story logically point towards Hangman, you're being told that it's fucking Osprey. So you're like, hang on, is this like what?
I
is
believed.
this? And then you had this whole thing of like my own personal view was like, I don't want Osprey to. I love Osprey, but I don't want Osprey to win this because I want Osprey to have a better story rather than just out of nowhere winning the title. With no real investment apart from it's a tournament, but whatever. Whereas there was more with the Hangman one. There was more to it, and it was great. It was great. Best match of the.
But you know
Osprey's
that's
got
what
the
like
chance
the
to do that
outside
now.
chatter like from like the Alvarez's and the Meltzers, like it added to like that kind of nervousness like towards the end of the
to be honest, yeah.
match. So you know
I
what? It's
bought
like
it.
for better or worse, like maybe their discourse like I think helped the match in a sense because like I said,
think
it
it
kind of
did,
that wording in the back of your head, it kind of creeped to the front of your mind. Like I said, those last 5 minutes, like oh my god, are they going this way? Are they going? But still, like like we all say, Osprey deserves a better story and a better conclusion to finally win the big one. So we'll see that later this year. So I think all three of us we got Osprey Hangman for match of the year, right?
Do you want to
And
announce it, Andy? Go on.
And it's not a dig to Alvarez or Meltzer either, because like most of the time they're just fucking spitballing and chatting shit. But then Drainmaker or someone will run wild with the story as Dave Meltzer has said this. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So yeah,
if he ever says anything original, then
from the
talk to
group
me
chat-
about him.
from the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast, the match of the year, rightly, is given to Hangman and Osprey.
Damn right it is.
Deserved.
Yes.
Right.
And it's the most deserved award we'll give today.
Agreed.
Gotcha.
Agreed. It is.
Next award is the best event of 2025. I will go first. I'm going double or nothing from top to bottom. This card was all hits, no misses. Even the matches that we weren't really excited for, like even the one like Okada and Speedball for the international title was great. I mean, those last like we know if Okada it starts off slow, he hits that second when he hit that third gear, like those last 5 minutes, I mean, it was fucking amazing. Like those two, I think, put on a great match, and of course, Anarchy in the Arena was maybe the most fun I've ever had, like watching a match, like from the different music choices, like from from So Excited and then Let the Bodies Hit the Floor for like 5 or so minutes, and then Cesaro with the giant swing with Swerve and the speaker, it breaks. That was I can't do justice I can't do that justice in the match, like going bar for bar for bar, but it was such a great night from start to finish. So
Who the fuck's Cesaro?
Yeah, I must have missed that much.
I'm sorry, Claudio with the giant swing.
Okay.
Sorry, man. I am so sorry. Little fed rot, left over in my brain. But yeah, I'm going double or nothing. Lucy?
Absolutely, it's double or nothing. Anarchy was absolutely bloody incredible. As somebody who watched ECW religiously back in the day, when that music started, I was on my feet. It was absolutely phenomenal. Every match as well felt like it mattered. And the pacing seemed perfect. There was a long show, but it flew by, absolutely flew by. And I think, hang on, no, we haven't got a unanimous. Dan agrees, double or nothing, but Mike has gone for All In.
All in for me. It was all in for me. Yeah, I just felt like it's because it was it was AEW's. I fucking hate to reference them cunts, but it was AEW's WrestleMania. All roads point to All In. We got the payoff of a lot of stories. It was. You could go with either. Really could go with either. But All In just felt so special because I think All In was less stressful because it was like, okay, we can just enjoy this.
Man, you say you thought it was less stressful? Oh, I don't know, man. Like that main event, I was like,
you could just enjoy it. Yeah, but we knew.
Yeah.
We knew.
No, you might not be traumatized by the Fed, but I fucking am. I was watching All In and I was like, what if?
No.
Wait, what if? What if they pull a Cody? What if it ends with a fucking rubber chicken in the ring and tears running down my face? What if? But it didn't. It was stressful as hell. So.
Just remember that weekend. Remember the Fed, they put on 3 events around All In weekend to try to fuck with them, like attendance wise, viewership wise, and it failed. So no, they had to do the right thing that weekend, just to there was no choice. Like they had to
Yeah.
have Hangman win, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And it
So
wasn't just on that one match either. The whole show was really
yeah.
enjoyable.
Oh,
But
it was incredible.
to me, All In is mostly that one match. Whereas
I-
Double or
that was-
Nothing, it was the whole thing put together worked just perfectly for me.
Yeah, like on paper, it probably is a better pay-per-view, but it was just all just. I don't know. I just enjoyed All In because of the.
I mean, I got to be honest. Like the men's
I couldn't
Casino
enjoy
Gauntlet
Double or
match was underwhelming. The women's Gauntlet match was better. What was it? The 3-way tag was okay. It was good. It was passable. Omega and Okada was great. I don't care what anyone says. I thought
It was.
I
It
thought it was
yeah.
great. You know, and like I said, just yeah, Omega Okada was great, and I mean, Anarchy the tag match Bucks and versus Swerve and Osprey was amazing too. But yeah, I barely give it to Double or Nothing. So what is 3 for Double, 2 for All In?
Yeah,
And I'm not budging.
Honestly, I'm not gonna argue with that. To be honest, it's like it as I say, on paper, it probably is a better pay-per-view. But I just the feeling of elation after All In was just like it was like relief. It was like, oh yes, we're done.
Yeah.
If we're going entirely on feeling, I'd give it either to Forbidden Door or Effie's Big Gay Brunch at TNT. But I'm being sensible.
Yeah, Effie's Big Gay Brunch was so fun.
It was incredible.
It
was
was.
some
It
of
was
the most
excellent.
fun I've ever had
But,
in
like,
my life.
I mean, like, I'm basing a lot of these things on American TV, but like, because we have the investment of weekly stories, so we have like we do think of that more. But like, you know, I've been to so many events this year that I would kind of be. I mean, TNT Summer Explosion was fucking incredible for me. When we had Darwin and Cocaine, Michael Oku was there. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is like, but just because of the app, the build and everything, I would still go all in. But whatever, we agree on Double or Nothing. Let's go.
Okay, congratulations, AEW. Groupchat Wrestling's pay-per-view of the year is Double or Nothing.
Right. Okay. Next award, I think this is going to be unanimous. Maybe I'm wrong. Promotion of the year. 1, 2, 3. AEW.
AEW.
Yeah, AEW, I think.
Yeah.
We do have a disagreement, but go on.
It's a tough one because, you know, I'm like, and this isn't a bias thing. It's because I go all the events, but I go the events, I enjoy it. But I actually I was very close to saying TNT, just because every show that they put on in the last 12 months has been class. But
can't we have an indie promotion of the year as well? I don't think it's right.
I think we'll do that.
Different weight classes.
Because I know. Well, my explanation was going to be that like the reason I would have given it to AEW is just because like whilst I'm sure putting on indie promotions is very fucking hard. Like, you know, I've got people that have hair like me, if you know, with the amount of stress I'd imagine it causes. But like AEW have to do this 52 weeks a year, so it's, you know, there's a lot more shows that they have to put on, so there's a lot more kind of, you know, moving parts, I'd say. So that's the only reason I would have gone for AEW ahead of. But yeah, fuck it, we'll split it. So
yeah,
you know, TV promotion of the year, yeah,
AEW. Okay, congratulations. Group Chat Wrestling's TV promotion of the year is AEW. Pretty much unanimously.
Right. Well,
Dan, however, did not choose AEW. He chose Eve.
I think he would have on a reclassification.
A TV promotion.
Yeah.
Yes.
100% unanimous.
Yes. So now we can move on to our independent promotion of the year, then, if you want.
Okay. All right. Well, Andy, you've got yours. You go first.
Yes, it's TNT. Like, I haven't missed a show. They always put on great shows. I never leave disappointed, even if I am absolutely wrecked at the end of it. Yeah, it's everything. We have such a mixture at the shows. You know, some great women's wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, comedy wrestling. Fucking, you know, we had the Big Gay Brunch, for God's sake, and it was fucking incredible. We had an all women's show, which is incredible, and you know, this next year we're going to have a women's deathmatch tournament, which is something I've never seen, to be honest. I never thought I would see, so that's going to be incredible. So yeah, my independent approach is TNT, but you know, a few shout outs to some others that I've really enjoyed this year would be Infinite Promotions. I go a lot of their shows because they always put on great shows, and they have Luke Jacobs there a lot, which, more or less guarantees you're going to have a great show anyway. Some fantastic wrestlers. Lana Austin's on there all the time, and she's fucking incredible. Trent Seven is the champ. I fucking love watching Trent Seven. I could watch that guy in a match every fucking week. Eve, Eve would have been one of my nominations. Fucking. Yeah, there's some great stuff. I mean, like Rev Pro, I'm not a huge Rev Pro fan, but when I've been to big Rev Pro shows, they've always been fucking excellent. So it's the independent scene is thriving, but just from a personal enjoyment standpoint, and again, this is probably because I go to shows and I'm there all the time, it's TNT.
Yeah, it's it is hard for me to choose because I go to a lot of independent shows, love indie wrestling. I would consider Eve. Definitely. North has been amazing this year. Mystery Wrestling. I want to give a shout out to Mystery Wrestling. They broke the world record unofficially for longest match of all time. But yeah, it's TNT. Absolutely is TNT. Effie's Big Gay Brunch is
It's so fucking good.
probably the most fun I've ever had in my life. It was so fantastic. And when Tate Mayfair's is your champion, you know you're going to get something. Well, he's all right, isn't he? He's all right.
I think I want to throw in a new category after this, a quick one that we can just think of on the fly. But yeah,
is it worse things about Tate? Because I've got a list, but I know for a fact Mike would choose TNT. Not even a question.
So it's a win anyway. But we have TNT,
Dan?
Eve.
I'll say Eve as well because I mean, obviously I went to the show out there and it was so much fun. I mean, yeah, and I definitely do. Well, I'm gonna assume that they do another Eve show like All In weekend as well.
I would say so. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like if it's a toss up like that Saturday between like the Rev Pro show and Eve, I'm going to Eve.
Like, every time do Eve.
Yeah,
I think Eve will win this next year by a landslide. Looking at what they're doing.
Look what they're doing in March, and they're still adding people. Fucking
cannot
crazy.
wait for that. I was lucky enough to get seated tickets for that.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be fucking incredible.
No. And I'm doing mystery wrestling next week as well. Independent wrestling is it feels almost like during that boom period again. It's a brilliant time to be an indie fan.
Eve also had for me one of the best like crowd reactions I've like ever seen an independent show for Willow. I genuinely have never seen anything like it. An independent show, the ovation and just the feeling in the crowd that Willow got was just insane for a match with Lucy Sky. Like it was something I've never seen before, an indie show that it was that much. So yeah, but yeah, I guess it's. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say one of the best crowd moments I've ever experienced happened at Eve as well, and it was when Dan and I were there, and they announced Alex Windsor is All Elite. And people were screaming, they were hugging each other. Me and Dan were holding on to each other and we were jumping up and down in circles. Everyone was just so happy for her. And it wasn't just us, it was every one of the other wrestlers, all the production staff. Everyone was happy. And that's what I love about Eve. Everyone just seems so happy to be there and they feel like they're part of something important. So it was close. It was close.
That's a good point. No, I think a lot of independent shows feel that way. I don't think I've ever seen any speck of trouble at an independent show. Everyone just seems all very... It's like a community, isn't it? Everyone's all happy to be there and they're just enjoying themselves and having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's class.
What was the... Go on, announce it, Andy. Give me something to
click. The independent promotion of the year from the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast is TNT. TNT Extreme Wrestling. Jay Apter done a fantastic job this year, mate. Hopefully more of the same for the next 12 months.
Can't wait for the next ones. Bring on that women's deathmatch tournament that I will watch approximately 10% of while hiding behind the barricade for the rest.
So I'm going to throw in a new category, just a quick one. The Groupchat Wrestling Podcast Award for the Entrance of the Year.
Oh God, no, Andy! I know why you're doing this. All right.
I'm going to insert a clip of the entrance at this point on the video when I edit it, but it's Leonardo Darwin in Effie's Big Gay Brunch to YMCA. In full India. Is it Indian cosplay? Is he? I think I'm not sure. I thought he said red Indian, like the feathers and all that. Like, it's incredible. It's so fucking good. It's just a complete piss take, and it was followed by a chant for the. I can't even fucking
the poor, underprivileged, downtrodden, true minorities in wrestling. the straight white men. Take a moment to think about them. It was incredible. What got me was Tate and Effie, his partner and his opponent, both had the same reaction. They both just went, Darwin, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing?
It was so fun good. Like his tag team partner looked absolutely disgusted with him.
It was
fucking brilliant.
incredible. And you could name a million Darwin entrances. That fucking Hogan one he did. Oh, when he came out in France and he started twatting the crowd with baguettes.
His French stuff is amazing. I've got to get to France this year for a BZW show. So fucking
Should we all
good.
just follow Darwin around Europe?
I think one of my like that's my favourite by far. And that's going to win because I am decided now, and I'll argue with you for 5 hours, and we just won't get any other awards. But I would have also had Hangman's his original theme tune, because that was so fucking good with that
whistle.
Yeah, the Ennio Morricone stuff. Oh god, it was so fucking good.
It was brilliant. But no, it's Darwin. It's absolutely Darwin's YMCA. Brett, just give us it because it's easier to.
I'll be nice. I'll give it to you. I can't. You experienced it, so like, yeah, I'll give it to you.
Announce it, Andy. Sorry.
So the award for the entrance of the year goes to Leonardo Darwin for his YMCA entrance at Effie's Big Gay Brunch. It was fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Some of the most enjoyable fun I've ever had.
It was exceptionally homosexual. I loved every minute of it until the hetero Tate turned up and everything went to shit. But it's fine. It was amazing. It was brilliant.
You said it's amazing. What did you say? It was shocking?
No.
That's a good segue.
Its own category, Brett.
That's a good segue, yeah. That's our next category. Yes, our next category, our most shocking moment of wrestling in 2025. I'm going to go with very end of the year, Moxley winning the Continental Classic. I'm going to go Mox winning the Continental, because, I mean, how many theories were there that either Mox is going to lose all the matches in the Continental Classic, they're going to, the Death Riders are going to destroy him, murder him, or he's going to do okay, he's not going to make the semis or finals, then they destroy him. No, he goes all the way to the semis, has a match of the year candidate against Kyle Fletcher, and then beats Okada at the end. Like, holy shit. And then that fucking promo that he cut right there, like, fuck, man. Like, that's just like, I held back. I was like, oh my fucking God, that's my fucking ace right there, man. It's like, just imagine, just think where the Death Riders started in the beginning of 2025. And then where they finish up right here. And it's like, you didn't want to see Mox on your fucking TV in the beginning. And then at the end, it's like, that's my fucking hero right there. He went through the fucking rigor and all that shit. Like, all those opponents, like, he put over all of his opponents in the Continental Classic, all 12 members and everything like that. And he put over the belt. He put over the fans. And it's like, that's the fucking hero right there. Like, now it's like, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen going forward. But yeah, I'm going to say Mox win the Continental Classic.
It probably is, to be honest. I don't think I could disagree. It was nobody. No, if anybody really thought Mox says they thought Mox was going to win that, they're a fucking liar. Yeah. Because nobody thought that.
No, I started to think it when me and Brett were texting while it was going on. And who did Mox beat? Was it Kyle Fletcher?
Mm-hmm.
And I messaged Brett saying, fuck it, he's winning the whole thing. And I didn't even believe it then. But that wasn't even my pick. My pick was going to be Darby cutting a promo from Mount Everest, because who the fuck does that? But I've changed my mind. It's Mox. Because I'm so easily changed. Because nobody saw that aspect of character development coming. We all thought, oh, he's going to lose lots and then they're going to turn on him. Well, that's been done a million times, and this is John fucking Moxley. When the Continental meant that they couldn't come to the ring with him, that the rules meant that the Death Riders couldn't be there with him. At first, he panicked and started tapping out, and then he remembered who the fuck he used to be. That belt is now protecting him from the Death Rider. Like, watching it now, I think, oh my God, yes. But at the time, not a clue. No, absolutely no idea. I can't remember what the other boys picked. Let me have a quick look.
Well, I think I'm agreeing. Because I was going to probably go with Darby Allin not winning the world title at All In, like everybody was convinced it was. What a shock! But no, it's John Moxley winning that, because nobody's seen that coming at all.
No. We've got Mike Sorry, we've got Dan saying. No,
I'll tell you
I'm
another one.
lying to both of you.
Another
Oh, go on
shock.
then.
Dustin Rhodes winning that fucking TNT. I don't think anybody
Yeah.
expected that.
Yeah.
That came out of
I
nowhere.
don't think Dustin Rhodes expected that. No,
His knees didn't expect it. Fucking hell.
No.
fuck no.
Well, I think it was a
I
good
was talking
pivot
about
though,
it at the
because
time.
I think like we all knew that Kyle would have won if it was him and Adam Cole, but
Oh, it would have been a shame for him to do it then.
I like the pivot because like okay, everyone was down in the dumps, like being there live. Like, we were fucking depressed after that speech by Cole. We thought it was a retirement speech right there. So I think it was good to like hometown guy and Dustin, like give him the win, and then you don't pin Kyle, you protect him and let him get the win down the line. So I agree with the decision, but yeah, no, it was cool though.
Okay, but Mike has said that his shock of the year was, John Moxley wins the Continental Classic, I think. No, I'm telling a lie. Mike's was Luke Jacobs does a death match.
That was good. That was a shock. Fucking hell. We lost our fucking ship and that happened. That was a big shock. Actually, that might be my shock. I'm going to stick with Moxley, but fuck me, that was a shock because like we were going through our heads of all the possible opponents for Emerson James Open Challenge, and nobody fucking thought Luke Jacobs would have been it. That was insane. The dude's never done a death match before and probably never will again. So, so that's a close second. But yeah, I'll stick with John Moxley.
Yeah. Dan's was Alex Windsor announced herself as All Elite because it was a shock there and then at the time. But I'm going to go with Mox because there were hints. We all thought Windsor would eventually end up in AEW. No one saw Mox winning that. So yeah, sorry Darby, your promo on Everest was pretty shocking because people die taking their masks off at the top of Everest. You crazy fucker.
It's only a fucking man.
But I think we all knew he was going to try and kill himself on that mountain anyway. So congratulations. Group Chat Wrestling Podcast Best Shock of 2025 goes to John Moxley winning the Continental Classic.
I definitely popped when Moxley won the Continental Classic. Another good segue. Pop of the year. You just mentioned it like you said that could have been a shock of the year. No, the pop of the year was Darby showing up on the big screen at All In towards the end of the match. Him hanging off of Everest, and then him rappelling down from the rafters into the ring. And then you have to include like Danielson in the Blue Panther mask, like that and everything. Like, yeah, the combination of Darby and Danielson coming to the aid of Hangman, like that for me was the pop of the year.
Then for me, it was Hangman opening the briefcase after Moxley tapped. I mean, that was Well, Mox's tap actually. It was Mox's tap. That was so fucking good. Oh man, that was so good.
Was absolutely incredible. Mine is totally recency bias. It was the return of MJF in Manchester
He got a hell of a fucking pop.
Because as
Even though we
soon
knew
as
it
that
was happening,
happened, I didn't. I thought it was an ops beat down.
No,
I never knew any.
Like, I literally said to him, we were watching the thing, and I said to him, right, he's coming out now, and the music, it went dark, and I went, right, here we go, and when it hit, I'm like, but it was still, it's like, yeah. I
had no idea. Me and my husband sat next to each other. We went, the lights went off. Went, it's an ops beatdown, and then the Burberry dropped, and I just went,
how could you have been convinced that Darby was winning the title because the internet were telling you, but not know that MJF was coming back when the entire internet were telling you?
You underestimate how fucking thick I am. But I didn't think he would come all the way to the UK, and then because I forgot he's MJF. Of course he did. So yeah, that is mine. However, I can be talked into it being one of the other two. I'm not married to that idea.
Well,
the others have. Hang on a minute. We have.
There's some great
ones. From Mike is Critchy wins the Ignition title. Which
that was a fucking good one. That was great.
Yeah, and from Dan we have Darwin cosplaying as Hulk Hogan.
That was so fucking good.
That was partly a pop, but most of us couldn't pop. We were crying.
I know. I was in tears. I know. I was genuinely in tears at that point. It was incredible.
I was on the barricade like this.
It was because he was doing the whole fucking fake vitamins thing, and yeah, it was so fucking
and it was
good.
cocaine.
And like he was having to go with cocaine, asking him to walk in a straight line. Drugs are bad.
Yeah.
No, it was great. But I like another one. Like for me would be like Pete Dunne turning up at Riot Cabaret. Because we were it was like the end of the night. We were like, yeah. And then Pete, we were like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this isn't the most random fucking insane thing ever. I've had like Pete Dunne saying, "Oh right, Carabay, can't even talk." Right, Cabaret was a good one. I don't know. I might change mine because man like the Reese winning that Progress title off Luke Jacobs was so fucking good, and that was just It was the crowd.
I was there for the strong style win, and that was a massive pop as well.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to agree with someone to because we're all on different ones here. What was Dan's? Darwin. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Leonardo Darwin again.
You know what's funny? I was about to switch mine to your original, Andy, like of Hangman opening the briefcase.
Don't do this to me!
Come on, man! We're gonna have a five-way tie.
I was gonna go to Darby.
We're gonna have a five-way tie. I'm trying to like break it open, like damn.
And I was gonna go to Darby because I was gonna have that as my shock of the year. And now I was thinking, no, I can have it as pop. Well.
All right, you know what? How about this? We'll make this one a no contest. Because it's like we all have all five or six of us. Like we all have like what?
You decide in the comments, and I will announce it on the next episode. Yeah, you just tell us in the comments your pop of the year. What did you pop for the most this year? And we'll announce it in the comments. Unless it's some stupid Fed bullshit, we'll do it next. We'll do it next time.
Oh, it could be Fed bullshit. We could just make fun of them.
I'm not announcing.
Could
I'll
be John
lie.
Cena's
I'll just make
stupid fucking face.
My pop of the year was the 10 seconds Brandon Cutler was on Dynamite.
My God. Okay.
It really was as well. I was on the floor.
No. A whole 10 seconds this year, Brandon Cutler.
Whole 10 seconds of 10 seconds of TV time. Another segue.
No. When he burned his tracksuit, this thing.
My God.
Paul London turning up at Attack was a good one as well.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right. Well, we don't fucking know. You tell us. Groupchat Wrestling.
I've got too many. I fucking my dad told me another one next week as well. So right. Too many to.
Well, this is another one I think we may not agree on as well. TV match of the year. Oh, I think we might because this one was another one that stole it at the end of the year. I'm going Speedball and Kyle Fletcher for the Continental Classic. Like Speedball winning that match was insane. Like might be one of the best TV matches of all time. Like that was amazing. Like Speedball picking up the victory was one of the shocks of the year as well. So yeah, I'm going Speedball Fletcher.
Dan agrees with you. However, Mike has gone with Mercedes and Willow.
I'm going with Brett. I think as an actual match, fuck me, that was incredible.
Well, I'm in the minority. I'm going with the women's blood and guts match just because it was such a big deal to me. Absolutely loved it. But I will concede to the majority. We'll go with Kyle and Speedball.
All good choices, to be honest. Yeah, they're all good choices. Yeah, but I'd just say that could the Brett's choice there could be match of the year and any other year as well. So it's just so fucking good.
Okay, it is decided the TV match of the year for the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast is Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey, Continental Classic. Round of applause.
Yay.
Now,
congratulations.
We go from TV match of the year, we go from two studs to most improved. Who is the most improved wrestler of 2025? Andy, who is your choice?
Oh, it's a tough one. It's probably Harley Cameron, but I don't know. Kyle Fletcher's still like I don't know. That sounds weird saying Kyle Fletcher because he was already good, but Kyle Fletcher now is not Kyle Fletcher from 12 months ago. So I don't know. This is a tough one.
We'll come back to you if you want.
Come back to me.
I'm gonna go Harley Cameron, and I hear what you're saying about Kyle Fletcher. Like he's absolutely not the same wrestler he was 12 months ago.
Doesn't even look the same.
Doesn't even look the same. It's fucking crazy. But when I look about like who took like the bigger jump, like when you think about it, like respectfully, I say as respectfully as possible. Like Harley Cameron was like kind of down here, like as far as like a performer and a talent, and you can make the argument starting at Grand Slam Australia when she had the TBS title shot against Mercedes, like. That shot of her outside the corner with the puppet, like that's one of the visuals of the year right there. And the puppet, we will come back later in the awards. And then it's just performance after performance, and like in the numerous tag teams that she was with, whether it was Mercedes or Statlander or Willow, where she was like I think Lucy, did you say before, like she was like a tag team orphan, like being passed around, like when she finally found her home in Willow, she shines in the tag team tournament. They're the inaugural tag team champions, and like I said, I would say that Harley took a bigger jump as far as like improvement than Kyle, because Kyle was already here. and he went here. But I'm saying, with all due respect, like Harley was here, and I think she's ascending better. She's getting better in the ring. She's holding her own better where Willow's not dragging her to the finish line. No, I think she's getting to the point where she's an easily more improved performer. We know she has charisma for days. I mean, like, you can't teach what she has in personality and
you really
charisma.
can't,
Like,
no.
her talents are endless. So I'm going Harley Cameron.
Yeah,
I
Mike.
think Brett's just convinced me to change your mind. Yeah, go on.
Oh well, we've almost got it unanimous. Mike has gone with Harley Cameron. Dan has given it to Gates of Agony, which see an argument there. For
That's
me,
not a bad
oh,
shout, but I feel like what Brett's just said in regards to Carl Fletcher also applies there. Like Gates
yeah,
of Agony were good, just being shown more. Harley Cameron
yeah,
was green as fuck, and she's still green to a certain extent, but she has improved so much to where she's actually credible in ring now. She's not just
yeah,
there and like, being covered up for it in a lot of positions and being, as Brett said, guided to matches. She's actually doing work. She can actually go,
yeah,
and it is a huge jump. Red Velvet would have been
yeah.
another one I would have thrown in there. Actually, she's made a hell of a fucking jump this year. But
She
no,
has, but the other reason that I've gone with Harley Cameron as well, absolutely. I considered Red Velvet, also considered Lucy Sky, but for the same reason that Brett gave
same as what
for Kyle is Lucy Sky, Red Velvet. They're already got. They've had a lot of exposure this year. They've had a lot of chances to show what they can do. Harley couldn't do it until this year,
yeah,
whether they'd shown her or not. So it's Harley.
you're right. Lucy's a good shout, actually. She's been incredible this year. And another
Lucy
one
Sky's been
there
amazing.
that we missed out with, Melissa Fierce has been another one who,
Oh
in the
yeah,
last 12 months, has gone from someone, I didn't really kind of know much about, and kind of would fill spots on cards, to being someone
yeah,
who I'm seeing get booked everywhere now because she's so fucking good. Another one
yeah.
that we spoke about before, fucking, and I'm not sure if this is an improvement. I'm changing my mind here. I'm not sure if this is an improvement thing or if it's just character change or what. Bear Bronson,
Mm.
that guy has, fuck
I
me,
think
he's a completely different person. That's more
he
a
didn't have the best.
transformation.
That could be a good category. I'd like to add one, best reinvention.
Yeah, well, that's Bear Bronson and nailed on. I don't think there's anyone else. I
Well,
mean,
let's announce this one because
go
I
for
was
it.
about to ask.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations. Our Groupchat Wrestling Podcast Most Improved of 2025 is, of course, Harley Cameron. Okay, now our next category, best reinvention. And I think there is one,
Bear Bronson.
Bear Bronson.
From
Brett?
being
Yeah, absolutely. And before we move on, Bear
Oh,
Bronson, I believe, is in TNA now. He's working with TNA.
yeah,
Mhm.
he
For
is.
fuck's sakes, do good with him. He deserves so
He
much. I mean,
really does.
he was
man.
in a shit. He was
Don't
in a.
fuck
He
him
was
up.
not in a great. He was put in a not great situation. Stuff happened. We know we could go. We could have a different topic for another episode. But now he has a fresh new start in TNA. I mean, I think his last match he was battling Frankie Kazarian for the TNA title. They're starting their new TV deal next week. Please have him be a mainstay on that roster. Please don't fuck him up. Do good by
He,
Bear.
he should be main events for them. He should be one of the championship contenders. The guy's incredible. Like, I was a big fan anyway because he always came across a really nice fella, and he had solid matches in AEW, nothing outstanding. But that's what they did what they were there for. They were enhancements out essentially. But since being cut from AEW or not getting his contract renewed or whatever happened, the guy has took a negative and turned into a positive. He's in a far better position than he ever was in AEW. Now he's someone who is in demand now, and I can see him being booked all over the fucking world. Like GCW use it all the fucking time now. He's being booked everywhere else you see on the internet. The guy's incredible, and when you watch his matches, he's fucking brilliant.
He's absolutely excellent.
I couldn't say enough good things about Bear Bronson. I was a fan anyway before. I'm even more of a fan having watched what he's done. So it's Bear Bronson for me, definitely.
Yep, not even close. Definitely Bear Bronson. I was a fan. I was a fan before. I don't think he had the best. He wasn't given the best situation, but my God, he made the most of it. And now I would happily travel the length of the country to see him if he was in a British indie. Whereas,
yeah,
he made the most of it, and he made it work. He made it work.
yes.
Speaking of which, our next award.
Hang on. We have an announcement.
Announcement. Go ahead.
The Groupchat Wrestling Podcast Best Reinvention 2025 unanimously goes to Bear Bronson.
Bear.
Congratulations.
All right. Our next award is Why. Why did this work? We've seen a lot of crazy shit in the world of professional wrestling that we see it for the first time. Like, what the hell is this on my screen? And then over time, it just clicks. It works. Maybe not for you, big chunk of the audience. It does. I'll go first. I'm gonna say Puppet Monet. Puppet Monet. Yeah, it popped in Australia the first time. The first time we see it, cool, and then it's like you see it over and over and over again. And you would think like, this shit is kind of get this Fed stuff here. This is whack. This is corny. But no, the fans loved it every time, to the point where a large chunk of the fans, they want Monet puppets for sale. They want them available right now. I guarantee they would sell out instantly. And then Puppet Monet making a surprise appearance in Blood and Guts was a great shout too, like holding the brass knucks for Harley. So yeah, I'm gonna go Puppet Monet.
I will agree. But I would just say quickly, if you want to buy a Puppet Monet, you can't do it because AEW don't make them. But what they do make, for some bizarre reason, is White Castle fucking luchador masks.
Yes, they do.
We asked
Who
for
asked for those?
We asked for Puppet Monet, and they go, "Okay, got you. Here's your White Castle luchador mask." What?
It's fucking
They don't even
Did
make
not
proper fucking. I can't even get a fucking Beast Mortis mask. It's fucking insane. Anyway, yeah, it's the Puppet Monet.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's great. That was more of Harley just grabbing the spot she had and doing fucking everything with it. The Puppet Monet, fucking Harleygram. I want to see a return of Harleygram. I really do. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, literally everything Harley Cameron does.
It was the whole
And
like it was a fucking select character from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
yeah. Now, Mike and Dan have both gone for the Death Riders, and I was tempted to agree with them. However, no, it's Mini Monet, isn't it? It's everything Harley Cameron does. None of it should work. It should all be ridiculous, but she makes it work because she's Harley. Yeah. So I think we agree.
Yes.
And the other two aren't here to plead their case for the Death Riders. So
All right,
who wants to announce it?
The award for why this didn't work? Why this worked? What was that?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
The award for why did this work from the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast goes to Puppet Monet and Harley Cameron. Congratulations, much deserved.
I'm inserting an award in at this moment of my own.
Where?
It's the award for this match was worth 2 ULEZ fines, currently being contested. London Transport, you are a bunch of cunts. And it was also worth getting a giant turd on the front of my car bonnet. And it was for the Willow Lucy Sky match. That match, Eve, was worth both getting going back to my car, finding a giant human shit on the fucking bonnet, and also getting 2 ULEZ fines, again being contested because Transport for London, you're a bunch of cunts. That was it. It was a phenomenal match. Yeah, we got, but when we were travelling home, there was a turd on the car.
Sitting on your car bonnet, Andy. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It was the most bizarre thing we've ever seen. But anyway, the match was worth it. Who
shit on Andy's car?
The match was so fucking good. I wish I knew it was. It was in a car park. We got there. There was a turd on the bonnet.
You got to tell us if you did.
It's probably fucking hooked, to be honest. He's shit on the rest of my life. But no, the match was incredible. It was Willow. We had the best, but one of the best crowd, as I said earlier, best crowd reaction I've ever seen at an indie. And you know, Lucy Sky really stepped up and gave Willow an incredible match. It was great. The crowd loved it. Yeah, I loved it. It was incredible. It was one of my favourite matches of the year, and it was worth getting 2 ULEZ fines, again being contested. Transport for London, you're a bunch of fucking crooks, and finding a giant turd on the bonnet of the car. So that's the award for the match that is worth 2 ULEZ fines, currently being contested. Transport for London, you're a bunch of cunts, and finding a giant turd on my car before I went home, goes to Willow and Lucy Sky at Eve.
Hotly contested category, I think we'll agree. But just squeaked a win. Well done, gals.
Sorry, I had to insert that one in because it was a, you know.
Andy, you live in a fucking soap opera. And you sort yourself out, please.
That's amazing.
Shit on your car?
Jesus.
I love how Andy just doesn't find it funny at all.
I can't imagine.
Because it was there.
Yeah.
She spent ages trying to clean it off with a bottle of water, spraying it, like squirting We wasted about fucking 16 bottles of water trying to get it off the bonnet.
Why did they climb onto your car to have
Yeah,
a
fuck
shit?
clear.
Like, it's more effort to do that.
And what's worse
I
was
bet
that
it was Gav.
what's worse was that it didn't smell until we were trying to clean it, and she was squirting water on it to like get it off. And then it seemed to break the seal, and then it was disgusting. And as we're driving home, we're stopping, and she was only saying this to us. We were looking around, going, "I bet you're there looking at this car, going, that fucking stinks." So yeah.
Something.
Anyway, the match was worth every bit of that, provided
worth
I get the overturns on the 2 ULEZ fines.
It was worth it just for that story.
Right.
Okay.
Oh man.
I don't know where we are now. I think we should just make up all the rest of the awards.
Well, we got a
That's
few more.
That's a genuine award. That's a genuine award.
Yeah, I'm saying all the rest of them, not that one.
Yeah. Right. The next award we have is the If You Know, You Know award. So basically, this is for the match or the moment that is not on mainstream wrestling, not on AEW, not on WWE, like, independent or any other promotion outside. So I will go first. I am going with the CMLL Women's Grand Prix Cup. It was an hour and a half wrestling match of women's wrestlers from all over the world, from AEW, CMLL, Stardom, New Japan, Rev Pro. It was amazing from start to finish, and the winner at the end, well, the final two were Tekla and Persephone. They put on an amazing showcase the last 5 minutes, and the right winner was Persephone at the end. It was amazing. She looked like a star at the end, with all the other wrestlers around the world just celebrating around her. It was amazing. It was a great sight to see. And I mean, listen, CMLL does deserve like amazing praise. Like, they could have easily been promotion of the year. They sold over 1 million tickets in that one arena to Mexico. Like, they are on fire right now. I mean, so
for a lot of people, I'm sure they are promotion of the year. I mean, everything you just said there, and like the the attendance they've had this year has been fucking insane.
Yeah, and they've had like numerous match of the year contenders over there. I mean, let's not forget MJF and Mystico over there as well for the world title. That was amazing as well. But yeah, I'm going with the Women's Grand Prix from CMLL.
Okay. I'll give you our absent comrades. We have from Mike, we've got Man Like Doris versus Robbie X, Merseyside Massacre. Yeah. From Dan, Emerson Jane versus Kanji at the Revolution Rumble. Mine, I was this close to giving it to Zosiah and Zack Sabre Jr., but I'm not. I'm following my heart, and it's going to Luke Jacobs and Emerson Jane for their death match at TNT.
I think we might end up at a stalemate here, because I am probably going to go for... I don't know. I really enjoyed Tate Mayfair's against Trent Seven. I thought that was a fucking incredible match. I think I'm going to go for the Luke Jacobs one. Yeah. I don't know, actually.
Yes, you were right.
I'm thinking like Drew Emerson earlier in the year, like, was so fucking good.
Oh, Drew and Emerson's second one.
Yeah, with the whole when he said you're a shit mother, and she just fucking lost the shit, and
you could talk me into voting for that one.
So good. It's
but
like
you
that,
won't
we
talk
forget
me
about
into
that because it was so long ago. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think yeah, it's a tough one.
If we're both willing to compromise and go for Luke and Emerson, go for Emerson and Drew, I will join you in that one. But I won't switch for the others.
I am going to go for that Emerson Drew. The one when Emerson beat him, that was so fucking good.
Yeah.
And because it had like story as well from the previous matches. And
after the first one when she'd been cut open, it was yeah, you're right. Actually, I'd forgotten that was this year.
It was so fucking good. Yeah, it was early in the year. It might have actually been Merseyside Massacre. I can't remember. Might actually been in like January. That's how far back it was. But yeah, no, I'm going to go for that one. That was great.
Okay. Will you concede, Brett?
I concede.
Excellent. Andy, do you want to announce it or?
Yeah, what was it even?
I think you know, but I think it was just independent match of the year.
Yeah. So for the independent match of the year, the match that wasn't on TV, the best match of the year that was not on TV, like mainstream TV, obviously. Drew Parker, Emerson Jane. It was incredible. The second one.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's the thing. I think it's hard, is it? Because there's like so much stuff earlier in the year that you kind of forget as you get towards the end.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Recency bias is always a thing in these
Yeah.
awards. We'll say
absolutely.
fuck everybody, and we'll do July awards next time.
Yeah, that's fucking
Maybe like
on the list.
mid-year awards.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
forward, yeah.
We'll do some summer solstice awards. We'll get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What have we got left? Let's go.
All right, so
We're
we
already over an
got
hour
like
here,
four.
chaps.
We got 4 more left. So next
Oh,
up is
alright.
the Step Up Award. So I'm gonna go with, it's another late one. I'm gonna go with Jungle Boy filling in at the Continental Classic. Remember, Jungle Boy filling in for Darby Allin because of injury. And listen, Jungle Boy went all the way to the last day. He had a chance to make it to the semis all the way, but lost to Kyle Fletcher on the very last day. But I mean, listen, he had a great showing. I mean, and it's singles babyface Jungle Jack Perry. Like, you know, he's flipping and he's baby facing, and we're all doing the Tarzan wave. So yeah, we're back on top. So yeah, Jungle Boy in the Continental Classic stepping up.
Is this someone who just really kind of stepped up to the plate and was like, I am the fucking man or woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for me, it's Kyle O'Reilly. I know it's another towards the end of the year, but fuck me, that was so good. I did not give 2 fucks about Kyle O'Reilly, I've got to be honest, because I wasn't an NXT Black and Gold guy. I didn't watch wrestling then. I was off it. And fucking hell, after watching that match, the Blood and Guts and the match with John Moxley, I was completely sold on the guy. I can't wait for him to come back, and I want him inserted in a meaty feud.
I'm still holding on hope that they revisit what happened at Blood and Guts.
Yes.
Like Lucy, I think I told you last time. Like I said, everyone thinks it was Kyle or the Don Callis family that attacked Mark Briscoe. It was not. It's the oldest thing. Like the first one there is the first witness is the first suspect, and we need old CCTV footage of it. It was fucking Roddy.
Not again. Not again. We're not bringing the
Roddy.
CCTV footage out again.
Yes,
No.
but listen, when they use it, it works. It works though. When
Was
they
that
use
this
it,
year?
it works.
No.
When they use it, it
year.
works. But like I said, it's Roddy. It was Roddy the whole fucking time. He wanted his team to lose at Blood and Guts so he could be done with this whole conglomeration
He
bullshit.
wants his wife back.
Oh my god,
I can't have anything nice.
broke his fucking
you
wife's
lot.
back on TV. Like that's love.
That was
right there.
that chop, Mark.
That chop.
That is how you support women, fellas.
Yes.
Kick the
Equality.
shit out of them in a wrestling match, assuming they're wrestlers.
Mm.
We have from our friends. We have from Dan. I don't want to say it.
You say it.
It's Tate.
It's a
Tate
tape.
Mayfield. It's Tate Mayfield. All right. And from Mike, man like Derice, my choice, I was going to go with High End and Maya World, but I'm going Jungle Boy. I'm switching because I got to do the wave, the Jungle Boy wave, which I've always wanted to do. And it's Jungle Boy's Jungle Jack now, sorry. And he's one of my favourite wrestlers in the entire world. So just because I like him best, I'm gonna be the tiebreaker and switch my vote and say Jack Perry in the Continental.
You can't like him that much, seeing as you're not up for the idea of his fucking godfather coming in and doing a program with him when he can still fucking go. His dad's best mate who can still wrestle and wrestle the other day coming in and just doing a small program with him. Fucking hell, man.
900 years old.
He's not. He's fucking probably
He's
50 or something.
53. He's in
Yeah,
his
and
50s.
he is in great shape. He can still fucking go. And
We're
he's in
not
Scream
signing
7
David
that comes
Arquette.
out in 2 months. It's not a case
He's
of signing.
dead?
It's a celebrity appearance. Yeah, I don't know. He's coming back somewhere. It's a celebrity appearance. Better than fucking some cunt like Jelly Roll.
You were going to sign him last time we were talking. Andy wanted David Arquette to be all elite. We've had to call
I said I would love him to be involved in a program with Jack Perry, whether he's helping him or whether he fucks him over. Preferably helping him because he's a close family,
You know
family
what?
member.
You know, if I could get a tag team match going, get Perry and Arquette in a tag team against QT Marshall and Paul Walter Hauser. Why not?
No, Arquette can go. He's a proper
wrestler.
fucking wrestler.
Yeah,
Hauser.
I'm saying get all 4 of them involved. Yeah.
I know we're on boards, but I'm talking. Jack Perry get the shit beaten out of him by a fucking proper tag. FTR fucking beat the shit out of Jack Perry. Yeah, there's no Luchasaurus because he's injured. What's he gonna do? David Arquette fucking comes out the crowd and says, "Do you know what? Let's fucking go."
Oh,
and then David Arquette shows the world that he was the former WCW world champion, legit, and he actually can go. Watch his documentary. The dude can go. He can actually fucking go. He's a fucking legit wrestler.
He's 90 years old.
Well,
You
he's
said he was
nice. He's
fucking
early
53 2 minutes
50s.
ago.
Well, he got
He's a
older.
fucking he's a fucking Benjamin Button in
He
reverse.
could go better. He could go better than fucking CM Punk at this point of his life.
Yeah, he fucking can do.
Also got Kermit the Frog, but I'm not asking him to be in a fucking AEW program with Jack Perry.
He's a
Alone.
fucking puppet. You'd have him in a program with Puppet Monet instead.
I ship it. All right. No David Arquette. Oh, do you know what? Fine. If it shuts you
Right.
about Hook, you can have David Arquette.
Right. So I
That
think
wasn't even the award. What was it? You were choosing
it
Jack
was the
Perry,
Step
wasn't
Up
it?
Don't
Award.
know. Oh,
The Step Up
yeah.
Award. Lucy is on my side. So for the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast Award for the Step Up Award goes to Jungle Jack Perry in the Continental Classic. Congratulations.
I think
Hey.
I've been fucking tricked here because I didn't. Thinking about it now, is this somebody who steps up whenever they're in the ring, or was
It's
it
more
like a?
they stepped up at last minute, sort of.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm sticking with what I. But if it was someone who steps up all the fucking time, Tate Mayfair's a damn good fucking show for that.
No, stop saying Tate.
He's
I'm
fucking
going to dub
incredible.
over that.
He's
You
great.
I'm gonna
cry
dub
me a
over that.
damn river, okay? In your
Remember when you
feelings.
dubbed
Greatness is
over me?
greatness.
In your
Tennis is a
feelings.
pain in my
In
fucking
your.
Do you remember when he was
feels.
dubbing over me saying Brandon Cutler with Serpentico? Every time
Never
he says
happened.
Tate Mayfair's, I'm dubbing over it with
Never happened.
Session Moth.
What?
Session Moth.
Session Moss class.
Yeah, but Tate won't like it.
She steps up every time.
She does. She's amazing.
All right. You sound like
Ring
you're
of
in
Honor
your
should use her
feels
again.
right now, which I think is a perfect segue for the next award.
Okay.
The In Your Feels moment. And this should be a clean sweep. It should be, but maybe not. Hangman winning it all in. Hangman winning
Hangman
it
winning it
all
all
in.
in.
Just everything after Mox tap, everything. I'm including when the bell rings, the music playing, him opening the briefcase and finally showing the world the AEW World title, everything. Hangman winning the title.
And his press conference was fucking unreal. And they
Yeah.
fucking ruined it, but whatever. His press conference is incredible.
Lucy,
He'll get it back. Hangman winning it all in.
what about
I've
the other
never,
guys?
Yeah.
What did the other two
I am
fuckers say?
The
And I
other
say
two
fuckers.
fuckers.
It's the most. It's
Oh, no,
it's
no,
the most endearing way you could say it. What did the other two
Well, no,
fuckers say?
let's hold off on that. I want to hear what Mike and Dan has to say. Let's see
Okay,
if it's endearing.
Mike has gone with Hangman winning the belt at All In. And Dan, I am scrolling through because I didn't screenshot
It's
that
got to
one
be a
for some
clean
reason.
sweep, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, surely. Oh God, we're miles away. Yes, fuck it. We'll assume Dan has said Hangman winning it All In as
Clean
well.
sweep. Clean sweep. All right. Yeah. The In Your Feels award for the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast goes to Hangman winning at All In. Cowboy Shiznit reigns supreme. So we go from our feels.
Dan's was, by the way, so we're all in
Yeah.
agreement on that.
All right, okay.
So we go from our feels, sad, cry, whatever. Now we're going to go to laughter. Accidental comedy. What was your accidental comedy moment of the year? Andy, go first.
No, I had a few of these, but I'm gonna.
All right.
I seen Dan's and I was like, actually, I'm in total agreement with that. So I'm going with Dan's.
No,
Dan's
before
was
any
great.
of us go, Lucy
leave Dan
announced
to last.
Dan's. Lucy announced Dan's. Go ahead.
Dan's
Go.
nomination for accidental comedy moment of 2025 was Hulk Hogan dying.
I was at
You guys
work
are-
when I
you guys
saw
are
that. I
fucking
was like,
disgrace.
oh my fucking God.
Daniel.
Hmm. Oh, God.
I will say it now in front of all of them. Dan, you're my favourite. With good fucking reason. Yeah, the death of Hulk Hogan, accidental comedy moment of the year for Dan.
Mine was Punk's apology to the Saudi fans. That was fucking comedy.
That's a close second. That was good.
That
Because
was
it was
mine
fucking ridiculous.
too.
Yeah.
That was also mine. Yep, CM Punk apologises to Saudi Arabia. It's not
My-
meant to be funny. It was fucking hilarious. Every
My-
second of it.
My other
Laughed
one
my
is
tits off.
my other one again, and I've stolen this from someone on Twitter. I can't remember your username, so I apologise. My other one is the idea that William Regal must have made that tweet stood on an Indian burial ground, because the fact that he made that tweet and since then there's been so many fucking injuries followed in WWE, it's fucking incredible. Like, what the fuck has gone on?
It's that
He's
Uno
English,
reversal
yeah,
card right
that's
there.
It's fucking
all witches.
hilarious. I'm really sorry for the injuries. I hope everyone's good and they're getting it. But fuck me, how could you fucking be such a fucking jinx?
I will say as well, Mike has gone for CM Punk in WWE as well, so I think we have a winner.
Actually, I have another one. Jade winning the fucking women's world title. What the fuck is going on there? And she still got it. What the
They're
fuck is
all
going
elite.
on?
Somebody
Jade,
said on
Jade has the women's world title in WWE. What? It's like
Somebody
Hook winning the
posted on
fucking
Twitter.
AEW one.
Don't
Give him a
say it out
minute.
loud.
Nice.
Yo, you putting that energy out
You
there, Andy.
said
It's gonna
that,
happen.
Andy. He's doing the indies now, apparently, Hook, and he's in a film.
Yeah, he's
One
listening
indie.
to it.
He's doing one fucking indie. One
One.
indie in fucking 6 years. One fucking indie. He's done nothing. It's
baby steps.
He's done something, Andy.
It's
I'm looking
baby
at you. You've
steps.
done
I mean,
something. Look, you've gone blurry. Unblur yourself right now.
He's
Andy.
gone blue.
He's done
His
one
rage just
fucking
blurred the
indie.
screen out.
Blurry with anger. You unblur
I
yourself.
fucking don't blame
Yeah.
it when he fucks off to NXT. NXT wouldn't take him anyway.
I bet they would.
Well, no,
God,
actually, they wouldn't now. They've just called up everyone to the fucking main
They're gonna be
roster.
there.
You know who their star now is? It's fucking Ricky Saints. Ricky.
Somebody on Twitter posted, and I'm stealing this, the WWE stands for We Were Elite. Because like 90% of their champions are ex-AEW guys.
Yeah.
And haven't they never had a champion under 90 years old or something like that was the stat
They
that I've made
I
up
think
in my head.
it was.
I knew
Oh
Brett
my
would have
god.
the real one.
Braun Breaker tweeted. He said like there hasn't been a champion born in the 90s yet in WWE.
The funny thing is that he thinks the next one's going to be him, and it probably will. But as the weeks go by, there's a hell of a strong shot for the next one under 30 being Leon Slater, because they clearly fucking rate him. They clearly have seen what we all see, that this guy has got the fucking, it. And like, it could be Leon Slater, man. It is.
It
I
should be.
I haven't seen it, but I'm hearing his match with Oberfemi was actually really fucking good, and they're taking notice of him now, So yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, if Braun keeps dropping himself on his neck over and over again, then maybe Leon Slater will be the one under 30.
Crazy. Right. So it's CM Punk,
Wait,
right?
comedy. Yeah, the Group Chat Wrestling. Should I announce it?
Yeah, go ahead. Liz.
Because whoever announces it is going to get shit on. The Group Chat Wrestling Award for most unintentional comedy moment of 2025 was CM Punk in WWE, specifically the shenanigans in Saudi Arabia and his apology. Not, as Dan suggested, the death of Hulk Hogan.
You guys are a disgrace. I would never laugh at the death of Hulk Hogan.
I'm ashamed of all of you.
It was fun times, though. You got to admit. Right. So we are actually on our. Before we go to our last award, I want to throw in my own award. You guys threw in your own awards earlier,
Oh, okay.
and it's not even an award. It's a lifetime. It's a lifetime achievement award for excellence in baldness. And there's so many well-deserving candidates. I mean, but it goes to Ricochet, in my opinion. I mean, like, Ricochet is just so fucking amazing. Like, I mean, everything around him has just been elevated. I mean, the Gates of Agony, he's took them from very good to, he's elevated those guys right there. I mean, the first national champion, he's already doing great on there. I mean, I love the bit with his match with Bandito. He's trying to grab the hair. There's no fucking hair to grab right there. He finally realizes it's not a hindrance to be bald. It's an advantage right there. So I'm going to go with the Lifetime Achievement Award in Excellence in Baldness goes to Ricochet, my fellow bald brother out there. He had a great 2025. He will have an even better 2026. Cannot wait to see what my fellow bald king does.
Congratulations,
100%
Ricochet.
agreement with that.
Yeah.
While you're dishing out new awards, I'm also going to throw another one in for the award for the best piece of stolen wrestling-related merchandise from a Hooters venue, and that goes to my missus, because she stole a fork she just picked up a fork that Luke Jacobs used to stab Rob Drake in the head, and she got Rob Drake to sign it. And we've got it in the kitchen over there. Like, we're not using it. We don't eat from it. It's like on a little stand in the corner.
not.
And it's
No,
great.
it's got a pen on it.
Rob Drake signed it. It's from Hooters. Hooters doesn't exist anymore, so this got to be worth a lot of money, I'd say now. Like, probably,
Fortune.
20p. But Rob Drake signed it. It was used to stab him in the head. And Lana couldn't believe that she'd actually picked it up. She was like, "Is that the actual one?" And she was like, "Yeah." And it was great because it was all part of one of the best. The award for the best shout of the year would have gone to this because it was so fucking good when it happened. We're watching Rob Drake, Luke Jacobs. Luke Jacobs is beating the shit out of him. He goes past the cutlery area of of Hooters, and some genius in Hooters shouts out, "Use the fork, Luke!" And I was like, "Man, that's so fucking good."
Nice.
And yeah, so that's it. That was so fucking good. It's great.
Okay. Well, no, if we're handing out awards, then I would like to give one out too. And mine goes to another bald king, and it is to Stokely Hathaway for most hoes not got. This was a hotly contested award. There are many, many, many people in wrestling who have not got many hoes, but the most hoes not got goes to Stokely.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
I can't believe that he got that over. That was the most random fucking thing to come out with. It was just out of nowhere.
That chant in Manchester, Stokely's got no hose. It was brilliant. Whoever started that, I really want to know who it was because I want to be their friend.
I mean, I'll never forget like that promo that he cut. Like I think he broke both Dax and Cash. Like they both broke.
That was great, wasn't
during
it?
that promo. Like because I don't even
Was
think
that when
like
he
yeah,
called?
you could
Was it
go
when he
over,
called
but
Beth
it's like
Phoenix a
you see
micro
Cash in
brawler
the
or whatever he called.
oh that Beth Phoenix shit. I was
Who
like
was he calling a raggedy bitch?
no
That
he
was
called
incredible.
Beth
Where's
Phoenix
that?
a micro brawler. I'm like oh
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah. So before we
Love
go to the
Stokely.
last award, I want to just throw out one more award, and it is the
Oh,
Hang It
okay.
in the Louvre award. This is an
Oh.
image from wrestling this year that I think hang it in the Louvre, put it in a museum. It was beautiful. And that is sky blue inside the women's blood and guts match. 5 minutes within the match, crimson mask, like the smile from ear to ear, like that was beautiful. That was a sign of things to come in that match. Like, the woman they wanted to put on a show being the first women's blood and guts match. And we all knew that Sky Blue was going to show out for this, match. Like, she had to do something. And like I said, just that crimson match, just smiling. I think she yelled out like, "This is my fucking match." Like, it was perfect. It was beautiful. So yeah, Sky Blue gets the Group Chat Wrestling Award for the Hang It in the Louvre image of the year.
Now she was going to win my Making Weird Shit Attractive award, but I think your title is better.
Because ain't nothing weird about it. It was fucking beautiful. When the right person wears the crimson mask, it looks fucking amazing.
It is art.
Right.
Violent poetry. It's beautiful. Okay. What's our last one, Brett?
All right. So unfortunately, we're ending on a downer. It is the dumbest IWC discourse of the year. I'm going to pick one that was in the beginning of 2025, Grand Slam, Australia. It was after the show, the fucking discourse about the size of the ring afterwards.
Oh my
that
God.
it wasn't a full-size AEW ring. It wasn't an American ring.
There's so much, man.
After a fucking great night of wrestling, that's what the fuck you want to talk about? There's not enough fucking grass that you could touch that can like make you not be that fucking miserable.
There was the Derby fucking stuff. Oh my God, we still have people, even when All In was on, people were still, no, the story's Derby. He's not been on TV for 7 months, and they were still doing it. Like, there was just so much bad stuff, and I think you've got a good one there, Brett, with the.
Okay, well, Mike has gone with Darby Allin, lol. So I think that's just generally the discourse around Darby winning, maybe, or
Yeah. I think it's what we said, the people who were convinced that Darby was, like, even when Hangman was opening the briefcase, there was still, Darby's going to come down and take the title. It was his story. Hangman took his story off him.
Indeed. And Dan's was Gail Kim and Sarah Stockgate. So Gail Kim talking shit about Riho and Sarah Stock. She called him Daniel Bryan. Does she know where she is? Does she know when she is?
No, she doesn't. You haven't worked for that company since April. How the fuck is it Tony Khan or your former employee's fault that you didn't see your mother? Your 83-year-old mother. Who the fuck cares? Like, are you fucking... Listen, I think that was... I'm being serious. That was a scream for help right there. I'm not even trying to joke or make light of it. That was a scream for help right there.
It carried on for so long, though. I thought it was over, and it carried on about fucking 3 weeks later.
Out of fucking nowhere, that Christmas tweet. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She got so much attention from the first one. I think it sent her over the edge. So are we in agreement then that
Darby.
The Group Chat Wrestling. Oh, you're going Darby. All right, well, I'm going Sarah Stock.
If Sarah didn't send out that Christmas tweet, it would have been Darby. But yeah, Sarah stole it at the end. like the Grinch stole Christmas. So yes,
Okay.
Sarah
So
Stock wins the dumbest
the
IWC fucking discourse of the year.
all right, then the official winner of the Groupchat Wrestling's award for IWC Dumbest Discourse, also known as the Girl You Don't Even Go Here award, goes to Sarah Stock. Congratulations.
Right. So that is our award ceremony for the year 2025 in professional wrestling. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
think no other place to end
Flip.
our episode and talk about this past weekend, Wrestle Kingdom 20. I mean, we're not going to go over the whole card. We're just going to do the retirement match. Kazuchika Okada, Hiroshi Tanahashi, his final match. And it was fucking beautiful from start to finish. And let me tell you something. We know it's father time. We've seen the shape that Tanahashi's been in the past few years. I mean, it's father time. It happens. Like, but oh my God, whatever little he had left in the gas tank, he emptied the tank and he had an amazing match. And anyone who was arguing that Okada, well, why is it Okada? Shut the fuck up. It's Okada. Like it was the perfect opponent. I mean, that was the rivalry of the 2010s. You can make the argument of. I mean, I think they main evented 3 Wrestle Kingdoms, if I'm correct. I gotta look back at it. I mean, it was perfect. It was beautiful. Like what got me during the match, the tributes, like the to Shibata, the choke, and then the PK kick, and then right after that, he does the Nakamura hand gesture, and then hits the Boom Ayeni. Well, he tried to hit the Boom Ayeni. I mean, it's Tanahashi bad knees, but it was beautiful. And fuck WWE for not letting Nakamura be at the retirement ceremony, not being at Wrestle Kingdom. So
They're blaming Triple A.
Whoa!
Which-
Calm down. He had a fucking job to do. He had a 50-second backstage segment to record. Clearly, that's more important than fucking
petty bastards.
He was there
man.
in spirit and in an armband.
Yes, in a fucking shout out to Takesh, the armband wearing for Nakamura. But back to the match. I mean, and listen, we all know, at first Okada started like pure dickhead Okada, but in the middle of the match, we saw like, the middle finger, but then he did it again, drop kick. He broke out the old Rainmaker pose. It was so fucking beautiful, and you just look at joy in his eyes of Okada. Then we have to give a shout out to Red Shoes, the official, because the entire match he did not want this match to end. He was being biased towards Tanahashi. He was like, get up! He didn't want to count when Tanahashi was laying down on the ground. It was the most 1, 2, 3, that final Rainmaker. I mean, the match that's a 5-star match in my opinion. That was a great match, but then the ceremony. Oh, fuck me. All of his old rivals there, from Jay White making a surprise appearance, Ospreay was there, Omega, and Ibushi. Mike, if you're listening, your boy Ibushi, what the fuck is he thinking? That long-ass ramp, which is longer than the pitch or a football field, go in a fucking wheelchair or crutches. Remember, the ramp had a damn slope. It went down. Like, he's fucking mental, but it's Ibushi. I wouldn't expect anything less. So all of his old rivals.
Kenny's +1 anyway. He didn't get an entrance of his own. He snuck in with Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, my God, but and if that didn't pull on your heartstrings, everyone's giving him flowers. They're posing with pictures, and then Tanahashi's already in tears, and then Shibata's music hits, and Tanahashi loses. I fucking lost it. I shed a few tears.
That was the best one of the lot, to be honest.
That was the best
really
one,
was.
and I love the fact that Shibata is in full character mode, walking down the ramp in his Ops t-shirt. He kicks the stair ladder out of the way, grabs the flowers. He said, "Fuck this!" Throws this shit down, rips off his shirt, and they have a little chop battle. 1, 2, and then they hugged. It was fucking beautiful right there.
I've got to say as well, like, for all these people who whinge that AEW has too much influence over New Japan, you're talking absolute shite. They have no influence, because you know that if they did, Hook would have come down right at the end and beat Tanahashi and got the win. So you know that there's no AEW influence over New Japan. So, it was a nice ending.
It's true. And I saw people somebody tweeted saying, oh, Nakamura should have been there. American wrestling sucks. I hate American wrestling politics. I'm like, bitch, there was like 6 AEW wrestlers in that ring with Okada at some point. Tell it like it is. Yeah, it was WWE wouldn't let it. It would have been perfect if Nakamura had come, but yeah. And yeah, we didn't get Hook, but maybe next time.
The worst thing coming out of that match for me was just how good Okada is, and how
Oh yeah.
like why why has he been stuck in this ever like look this is one for next week, but Okada Takeshita will be amazing. But it's gone on for too fucking long now. I mean, it's like the fucking Don Callis vortex at this point. Why could we not have had when Hangman had the title as the face? Why could we not have had him against a top heel Okada? Because Okada should be in that fucking position. He should be. Like he should be. Like it's fucking stupid, man. Like at the time we were saying there's no more heels for Hangman to face. Okada was fucking there, and when you see how good he is in that match, fuck me, that would have been an amazing match. Why couldn't we have got that? Give me what I want.
It's a good topic for next week, actually, because happy to argue that with you.
He should be. I mean, like it's just going on too long for me.
But yeah, I mean, listen, just final word. The retirement ceremony was beautiful. Him going around the float around the stadium. The ceremony was over an hour long. Nobody left. Nobody wanted to leave. And I never get involved in like attendance discourse or anything like that. Over 46,000 people showed up at the Tokyo Dome for Tanahashi right there. So if you don't know, like Tanahashi is what John Cena is to American wrestling, what to WWE, that's what Tanahashi was to New Japan. He was the franchise. He was the guy. I mean, you saw all the people coming for the ceremony, like show their love and admiration for him. That's what he means to Japanese wrestling. That's what he means to New Japan. So if you didn't know, now you definitely do. I mean, like I said, it was beautiful from start to finish, and what an amazing career. And you know what? This is for you, Ace. Thank you for everything. Go, Ace. Hit that goddamn air guitar. Fucking awesome, man. Beautiful. And I think that's a good place to end right there. Anyone else want to add anything?
No, that was great. Yeah, no, it's just the same. That was it, really. I mean, there's a couple of other awards I would have liked to have given out. Best entrance music, probably Lana Austin, simply the best. It's incredible. It works every time.
Best indie run, I would have given to Leo Rush because he's done absolutely amazing on British Indies right now.
It's UK tour, wasn't it? Yeah, no, he's been incredible. Yeah. There's so many. Like, I mean, we're leaving so many. Like, I'll change my mind tomorrow on some of these.
I will. I've already changed my mind now 3 times.
I mean, like, I didn't. When we were talking about most improved, it didn't even cross my mind until you mentioned it, Lucy Sky. From the beginning of the year,
Judas Gray, another one I could have put in that. He's been incredible this year.
It's fucking incredible. It is like it's I don't know. It's just been a great year for wrestling overall, to be honest. And
it has.
It's just a shame that AEW have dropped the ball a little bit in the last few months by putting Hook on too much. So they have. They've fucking.
He's on like 20 seconds at a time.
Lucy, if Andy is down about the product now, just imagine. We're over an hour away till Dynamite. Just imagine the state of this. Imagine the state of this channel, of this group chat. If Hook taps out Hangman.
Yeah,
he's gonna. But Hangman and Swerve are going to be besties by the end of it.
I'm not even watching
it live.
It's fucking shit, to be honest. I'll catch up on it tomorrow.
Can't wait.
It's just fucking rubbish at the moment. So
whoever, listen to anyone who.
One thing he doesn't like, so he's gonna.
All my friends in the UK out there, I need a wellness check on Andy if Hook does pin Hangman's shoulders to the mat tonight.
Do you genuinely think that would be good if that happened?
No, but
exactly. That's my point. It'd be fucking shit. It would ruin it. It would be terrible. Like, yeah, you can't name fucking who in NXT is he better than? And that's a fucking low bar.
And he's gonna. All right, we'll get him.
Maybe that's a topic for next week's episode.
Yeah,
because there's no one.
Yeah, I gotta rack my brain around that. All right, guys, I think that's a good place to close out right there. Episode 79 of Groupchat Wrestling Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, GW Podcast UK. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, GW Podcast UK, where we upload clips from every episode. Thank you for your continued support. Once again, Happy New Year, and here's to a great year in professional wrestling in 2026. Thank you. Mwah. Goodbye and good night. Bang.